Hi guys, and welcome back to Strawberry Lemon. My name is Melody and today's video is going to be my TBR for the Koreadathon. So the Koreadathon is a readathon that is being hosted by Monica from Monica Kim and Chloe from Books with Chloe. And this readathon is taking place next week from July 6th to the 12th. And it's just celebrating Korean culture, Korean authors, Korean stories. And yeah, I'm super duper excited. I picked a book for each of the prompts. I believe there were 5 prompts. I have some notes down below if I'm looking down there. And yeah, I am going to try my best to pronounce all of the authors' names, but I might be wrong and you can correct me down below, and I'll link the announcement video and everything also down there. So for one of the prompts, it is to read a book that has been translated from Korean, and for this book I chose to read Autobiography of Death by Hyesoon, which was translated by Don Miche. And this book is a collection of 49 poems, and I believe each poem represents a day after you die. So it's a day your soul goes through before you go into reincarnation, which I guess takes 49 days. And in the synopsis, it talks about how the poems give voice to those who met unjust deaths during Korea's violent contemporary history, which I thought was really cool. And it also unveils the structure of death that we remain living in. And I'm not sure what that means, but I'm really excited. I've been really trying to start reading more poetry books, so I'm super duper excited about that. Okay, for another prompt we got, it was to read a book featuring a person on the cover, and for this I kind of cheated just slightly. So this book, in the Goodreads picture, it does have a person on the cover, but in the Kindle version that I got from the library, it does not have the person on the cover, but I'm still gonna count it. So the book that I'm going to be reading is A Single Shard by Linda Sue Park, and this book seems so interesting. I think it's really short as well, like 100 something pages, 150 or something like that. And for this book, it is about an orphan boy named Choi who lives under a bridge in a small town in Korea during the 12th century, and he is really interested in pottery and like the art of making pottery. And I think a master potterer kind of takes him under his wing, like an apprentice kind of, and the story is kind of a coming of age story, going through the hardships. And it also talks about going to the royal court, which sounds really cool. And don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure this book was inspired by a really beautiful vase called Thousand Crane Vase, which I thought is super cool, and I think is what's on the cover of my library book version. But yes. Okay, so for the next prompt, it is to read a book featuring a diaspora Korean character, and for this I chose Princess Bari by Hwang Sok-yong. And this book is about a girl named Bari, and when she was born her parents abandoned her, and I believe her grandmother took care of her and named her Bari after a princess who like has to find an elixir or something like that. And yeah, so this girl, she ends up leaving Korea, goes to China, and ends up in London, and she becomes a masseuse, and she finds out she inherited her grandmother's power, or has the same powers as her grandmother, which is she can kind of feel other people's pain and fear. So when she massages them, I guess, she also helps soothe their other wounds. And I think that's so cool. And it also has some love, and of course, like with every like leaving your own country, settling down, there's always complications and stuff. So yeah. And then for the next prompt, it is to read a book featuring Korean mythology, and for this I think it counts, but I'm reading When You Trap a Tiger by Keller. The synopsis says it features Korean folklore. So this book is about a girl named Lily, and Lily and her family move in with their grandmother when she gets sick. And when they get there, a tiger from the Korean folklore that her grandmother told her stories of comes to life or something, or Lily can see it, and the tiger offers Lily a deal. Apparently, Lily's grandmother stole something from the tiger, and in exchange for making her grandmother healthy again, Lily has to retrieve whatever item her grandmother stole. And of course, when you make deals with like magical characters, something is up. And yeah, for the last book on my TBR, it is of course the group book for this readathon, which is The Silence of Bones by Junher. And I am so excited for this book because I've been trying to get more into mystery and thrillers and things like that, and I'm pretty sure this is like a psychological thriller, mystery, historical book, which is just like everything I love clumped together. So this book is about a girl who is living in the Joseon era in Korea, the 1800s, and she has to help an inspector solve a crime, and it's just supposed to be really haunting and scary. And yeah, super excited. I said super excited a lot in this because can you tell I'm really excited? I'm still trying to pick what to watch for the like mini challenges. I've watched a couple Korean dramas. I heard Hotel de Luna is really good, but I'm not sure if I want to watch that. I will pick something and let you guys know on Twitter. And yeah, that's my TBR. I hope you guys join this readathon. Monica and Chloe seem so awesome, and I'm so happy they're hosting this. And yeah, that's it for now. Bye!